All right, so let's see what our bot can do or what this AI can do. First of all, let's type help to see what option we have. All right, so this particular bot, it supports /AI for AI commands, CC for currency conversion, and help to get this prompt. All right, so first of all, let's see what we can do with the AI behind it, and I'm using OpenAI with it, just like ChatGPT. So how are you doing? I'm doing fine. How are you? Wonderful. Please tell me the recipe for burger. All right, so I did not expect that answer. Let's try to make it simpler. All right, do you like burger? That's wonderful. This AI likes burger. Wonderful. So that's working. Now let's see our currency conversion, which is a separate thing that is available in this paid application that's available in Gumroad. Suppose you want to convert $300 into INR, right? Let's see what's the latest rate for that. So right now INR is running at 24,642 for $300. All right, that's actually pretty high. Now in this video, you're only going to see how to attach or use OpenAI with WhatsApp. And as you can see just above the corner that I'm using Twilio, which is a paid subscription. So if you have a strong business model behind your application, make sure to give this a try. You are going to love it. So let's close this. All right, so we are going to start with this folder. Now this is a blank folder. Let's see the structure here. We have a run.py file. Inside that we have app folder. Inside we have OpenAI chat folder, so that our scripts related to OpenAI are going to be here. And right now it's empty. We are going to start everything from scratch. So just make sure you are getting this structure. Every folder is having an init file that's going to convert that particular folder into a module, so we can reference all the libraries function inside of it. At the top level, right click and open this with the Visual Studio Code. So what we are going to do is, first of all, click on app and then click new. Let's create a file that would hold all the codes related to our WhatsApp bot. So let's name it WhatsApp and then let's say bot. That's fine. Great. Okay, so here are the modules that we need. Now, you know that we don't have an actual bot that will wait for the response that comes, from WhatsApp messages. You are going to say something to that bot and it should be available to listen to that query. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a very simple Flask application, okay, that's going to run, and we are going to provide that URL in Twilio application. It's very simple, just be with me. So first of all, let's just install all of these. So pip install, and then first of all Flask, without comma, OpenAI Python.env, because we are going to create environment variable file, then requests, and finally Twilio. Now I obviously have all of these, so it's going to say requirement satisfied. Wonderful. In your system it may take a little bit of time to install all of these requirements. Now we are going to delete all of this. So our first step is going to be from Twilio. So let's go there. Okay, so let's open twilio.com. All right, since I'm currently logged in, it is showing me console. So let's go to console. And if you don't have an account with them, you can create a free account. You will get like, I think $10 to test various things in it. And testing WhatsApp is completely free. This amount that you see here, it will get deducted if you use their SMS service. So it's all free, yeah. So what you need to do actually is you need to find your account info. In that you need to find your SID and your auth token. So let's copy this account SID and let's go to our file again. And in here, click on app folder, then new file and .env. All right. And here we are going to create the environment variable. So variable name, let's name it Twilio SID. Great. And just paste it as it is without any inverted comma. The next, as you remember, it is I think token, right? Yes, it is auth token. So let's click on show and then copy. So let's paste it. Wonderful. Now that's done. Now we are also going to need OpenAI key later in just a few minutes. So let's create a variable for that. So OpenAI underscore key. And let's comment it out for now. What we are going to do is create a very small Flask application. Really? So from Flask, import Flask, then app variable, and we are going to like initiate Flask, pass the module's name, and that's it. You don't have to feed it any more information. Since we are not using a database, we don't need to initiate a secret key or any such thing. What we are going to do is click on this run file and create that conditional. So from app.wbot, import app, and then create that conditional if name. So if name is equal to main. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to run this. So app run, and you can specify a port. If not, by default it will start at port 5000, no worries. So yeah, you can turn debug to true just in case you want to see errors. Not for production, of course. What is pending now? Well, we haven't created a route for it. So let's create a quick route. So app.route, and we are only going to create a home route. Home. And we don't need to have any template, anything. Just return a message home so that we can know that yeah, our path is complete and the app is running successfully. So click on run, and then either this play button or from terminal type Python run.py. So as you can see, it has started. Click on this and I hope it will load. So yeah, you can see home here. So it has loaded. So what we are going to do is create a new path, a new route, which will receive all the messages that you send to this bot. All right, let's create that path. All right, so app.route/message. All right, so anything that comes to this path, all right, will actually execute whatever we put below. So let's call it reply, and simply return none for now. We don't want anything right now. Okay, I'll explain you the steps shortly. Okay, so now we need some libraries from Twilio, and we also need to import this environment variable inside our WhatsApp bot. So first of all, from .env import loaden, and we need to call that. Great. Now we are going to work with Twilio libraries. So I'm going to copy paste as it is so that I don't make a mistake. That's it. All right, so now quickly let's first of all get that environment variable here. So sid is equal to os.getEnv, and let's make copies of it with Alt Shift and down arrow. So this one will be called auth token. Sorry, we only need those two. So yeah, it is showing there's a squiggly line, so let's take care of that. Import os. Wonderful. Now for SID, we had given it a value of Twilio SID string. That's how you type that. And here, remove this SID and put in token. All right. So both of those values are now here in this module with us. Now let's create a client object. So client. And this is a Twilio client object. So it is going to use the SID and auth token. So as it is, SID and auth token. Wonderful. So we have created the client object. Great. Now we're going to create a function that will respond to our message. So let's name it just like that. And I'm thinking that this app, let's move it to the top. Or maybe here. Yeah, here is fine. All right. So respond. And this function is going to have message as parameter, so that when we call this function, we are going to provide a message as the argument, and yeah, Twilio is going to send that message back. All right, so let's create a response object from messaging response. So this class actually takes care of the response. So now we only want to send the message back. All right, whatever message we receive here, okay, this particular message, we just want to send it back. Great. And yeah, we can actually return this response object. All right, so we are going to actually see whatever we send, so that's great. Finally, we are going to use the respond function in our message route. Okay, so let's do that. Now first, let's get what message we are actually sending this bot through our WhatsApp. So let's store it in a message variable. Now request.form. Now you won't see this form, but that little field where you type your messages, well, actually let me show you. So this little field, type a message, this field is called form. Okay, so this is the body of it. So we are actually going to get the information inside that form using body, and we are going to convert all of that to lower so that we don't have issues with this message or OpenAI when we attach it here. We can take care of that. Okay, so as you can see, the squiggly line is gone. Wonderful. So now we are going to pass this message, well, whatever we have typed inside that little field, we are going to pass that in our respond function. Okay, so let's do that. Respond with this message. All right, and now simply what, we don't have to do anything, we can simply return this. All right, so let's test it. Now you might be wondering that how is Twilio going to know that this server is running and it has to send all of these messages to this particular URL? Well, very good question. We are going to use Ngrok. We are going to start that Ngrok server. It is going to give us a publicly viewable domain name. All right, it's a simple 1-minute task. So if you don't have it, you need to install this pip install py-ngrok. So let's press enter. Great, requirement already satisfied. And I would like to show you that this is how it looks. Now, how do you turn it on? Well, let me hide this away. Open command prompt directly, however you want. So what we need to do is type ngrok and then http. All right, and after that, port number. Now which port number? The same port number that you have typed here, if you have. So let's say you have typed a port number of 5020. All right, so that's the same port you are going to type in here. So if that's your port number, then type ngrok http and 5020. So let's press enter, and you see this error. Well, it's because Ngrok is already running here. So what I'm going to do is cancel this one. Great, it's off, and try to run this one again. Wonderful. So now let's run our server once more. Great. And as you can see, now our session is online, and this is the forwarding. This is our domain name. It is attached to ngrok.io. Don't worry about any of this. So let's copy this and open your Twilio. I hope you didn't close it. So what we have to do is click on messaging. Inside that, click on settings and then WhatsApp sandbox settings. Great. Now when a message comes in, so this setting is what, well, the URL that is expecting that particular message. Okay, so let's paste this. Now right now this is your domain name. This is not the actual path. Let me open the WhatsApp file again. So our path is our, well, IP address and then /message. This is the complete path which is waiting for that message and then responding to that message. Okay, if you type it simply, it is going to go to home. It is going to say, well, this doesn't seem right. Now let's do this / and then message, and make sure it is set to HTTP post so that it can post to this route. Save. Great. Now let's open our file again. So our route currently has no method, a post method. So methods, and then in list format, type post. That's it. That's all we had to do. And our server has stopped. So let's run it again. Wonderful. And yeah, you don't have to worry about the Ngrok server. It will keep on running. Whenever you make changes to your Python file, make sure that Flask server is running. So again, let's open WhatsApp, type hi, and we should receive a hi back. Great. So you see the process that we got a hi back because we typed hi. So what we are going to do now is we are going to give this particular message to OpenAI, and then we are going to respond back with the answer that OpenAI is going to give us. So that's also a very fun thing to do. So let's quickly do that. Okay, so let's open openai.com. They have actually named it very well. Click on API, click on login. Click on continue with Google. If you don't have an account, it's completely free. Please create one. And I'm going to log in with my Google account. Great. Now click personal and then view API keys. Now you can only see your secret key once when you click create new secret API key here. Make sure you have copied it and pasted it before clicking OK. So we are going to quickly open our application, go to .env and paste it as it is without any apostrophe. Great. So we have also enabled that, and now we can click OK. And it's gone. Okay. Also, please do remember the API keys that you don't use, please delete them. I've been creating these for the projects. I will delete them. Okay, so now let's work with the OpenAI chat module. Click on it and then create a new file. Name it anything. So I'm going to do OpenAI and then bot.py. So first we are going to load this OpenAI key. So let's do that from .env. Import loadn, and then of course we are going to call it. And with OpenAI you don't have to assign it to a variable, you can directly configure the module. So let's do that. Import OpenAI and then type OpenAI.API key. All right, and here you can do os get env and then type in all caps OpenAI _ key, because this is the variable we have assigned here. I hope it is right. Great. Let's take care of that one. We only have to create a response. Now let's create a function for that. So AI response, and then here we are going to provide it prompt. So when we are calling this function, we are going to provide an argument that is going to be our message that we typed inside WhatsApp. Okay, great. So let's create a response variable here. Now OpenAI.completion. Great. Now create. So we are creating an object and it is going to generate the response we are looking for. So it has few values like engine, then prompt, which is our message, and temperature. In my experience, 0.75 worked best, so you can use that. And finally, max tokens. So token, as you know, is like inbuilt currency of OpenAI. So 1000 tokens is equal to 750 words. I've taken this value directly from OpenAI documentation. You can check it out as well. So let's input the values. Now engine, so which one are we going to use? Let's open OpenAI, click on documentation, click on models, and GPT-3. Okay, so we are going to use DaVinci. Let's input that in a string form. Now the prompt is going to be prompt, which is our message that we input in WhatsApp. Temperature, of course, in my experience, 0.75 has worked best. And when you are developing this application, make sure that max tokens are less. Don't put like 200, 500, things like that. Just we want to test it out. So 20, 30, 50, that's fine. After that, you can increase it as per your application. So yeah, our response is ready. Now what we are going to do is we are going to return that response. Wonderful. That's all you need to do. So let's copy this because we are going to use it right away. Click on WhatsApp bot, and now we have passed that message exactly. What we are going to do now is pass this AI response back. So here in prompt one, let's type message. So what we typed will go inside this function, and this response that we got back from the AI this response is going to come back to us. Okay, now let's take care of that squiggly line from app, OpenAI chat, OpenAI bot, import AI response. Great. Wonderful. So I think we are good to go. Let's okay, so server has refreshed again. Great. Now let's try to send a message this time. So this time I'm going to say, how are you? And we are waiting for response. All right, so we got that. So we got a dictionary. Now let's read through this quickly. So we got the model as Da Vinci, right? And choices. So we are concerned about only this key, because inside this we'll get our text. So first of all, let's read it carefully. Inside our response object, we have to grab choices. In that we have a list. Okay, so this list goes up to here. In that list we have only one item, so at the 0 place. Inside that we have text key, and with that we are going to grab this particular response back. So I hope you understand the flow. Now we are not going to make that change here. We want this response to be clean. So in OpenAI bot, we are going to say refine response, and then we are going to refine it. So we got response back. Okay, inside that we had choices. In that we had a list. At 0 place or first position, we had another dictionary. That dictionary had text as the value. So let's see if we can do that. Now we are not going to return response, we are going to refine that response. Good. So yeah, we are done. The server is still working. It has refreshed as well. If for some reason you don't see the latest change, press Ctrl C to quit your server and then start it again. Sometimes it does that. So yeah, after you restart it again, just wait till you see the this IP running again. Okay, so let's open WhatsApp. This time we're going to say, tell me a joke. So what does the fish say when he hit the wall? Damn. All right, well, that's actually funny. So how did I get this /AI and /cc to work? Well, it was very simple, and you can apply your current Python knowledge into this. Let me actually show you. So this is my main application, and click on WhatsApp bot. So this is how I segregated /AI and /cc. Now this is the same function. Okay, I got that message. I looked for /AI and /cc, and if someone did not type anything other than /AI or /cc, we would respond that please type more information. Okay, we also send them an example. Then if someone typed help /help in that message, we respond with this. Okay, finally, if someone typed /AI along with other message, then we remove /AI, we replace that with empty string, and then pass that refined message and get that response. And furthermore, send that response back. Same thing applies in currency converter. We are looking for the /cc and that particular format, splitting that, and then passing it to our converter function. Now, this is not part of this video. I just showed you that you can customize this according to your liking. You can add more commands. You can do seriously amazing things with this. Okay, and yeah, if you have a good business model behind your application, then the cost of handling Twilio and OpenAI won't be much. So don't worry about that. So yeah, that's how you connect Twilio with your OpenAI. I hope you like this video, and if you think that my application was good, then please check it out on Gumroad. All right, good night, take care, have fun.